The nonprofit organization I chose that exemplifies servant leadership is the ASPCA, otherwise known as the American Society for the Prevention of Animal Cruelty. This organization was the first humane society to be established in North America, and today is still one of the largest in the world. The organization was founded on the belief that animals are entitled to the kind of respect and treatment at the hands of humans and must be protected under the law. The ESPCA has developed programs all over the country that extend the anti-cruelty mission all over. They're considered a 501c3 not-for-profit corporation and have 2 million supporters U.S.-wide. They were founded in 1886 with the mission to provide effective means for the prevention of cruelty to animals throughout the United States. There's been 47,000 animals rescued, 12 million granted to animal welfare organizations, and almost 90,000 animals spayed or neutered by the ASPCA. This exemplifies servant leadership because they put the animals first before they put themselves first. So an example recently is that the Northern California has been devastated by the fires. The ASPCA has sent in a team that works in disaster relief. These are professionals that were deployed with emergency response equipment to check on the animals that haven't been evacuated yet. The ASPCA does this for all natural disasters. The hurricane earlier this year in Florida, the hurricane in Houston a couple years ago. And then they also put on a award ceremony every year for there's a dog of the year, cat of the year, but the dog of the year was a former dog fighting victim that was rescued in 2015. Her name is Sweet Pea, and she has now become the face of dog fighting awareness nationwide. So the CEO and president, who exemplifies servant leadership, is Matthew Birdshaker. He said that helping vulnerable animals and keeping pets in safe and loving homes requires a commitment from all of us, advocates, pet owners, leaders, and the entire community. When we work together under a common cause, we're both saving lives and elevating our society and its laws to ensure cruelty victims and other at-risk animals receive the protection and care they deserve. And he has put a team together so that when one retires or one leaves for some other opportunity, that the foundation of servant leadership is still there. One of his other leaders is Stacy Wolf, and she is one of the largest contributors in creating the New York State legislature regarding felony animal cruelty and exotic pet bans. She's a committed herself to being a servant leader in not only state and federal legislature. She's a servant leader because she serves others internally and externally by working tirelessly to fulfill the needs and goals of the ASPCA, volunteers, employees, and supporters, as well as achieving the ASPCA's mission. So then that brings me back to her boss, Matt, who we wanted to dive a little bit deeper into. He's been with ASPCA for 13 years. He he says that they lead by crisis, which then put in place community-specific strategies that leverages the strengths and close the gaps on the weakness in the community. He's big on community awareness. Matthew's extremely ambitious and his company rather than himself. So he exemplifies it by putting the company, the ASPCA, and he's a huge animal lover. He puts that first before his own needs, before his own fulfillment in his career. He has been pegged as a participating leader who also consults with his followers. So he participates and serves right there with his followers, but also consults with them and asks them what they need, what will help the ASPCA grow in the future, what do they need to succeed. He develops a trust among his followers, and that is the key for the organization to grow in the future. When he does decide to step down, when Stacy decides to step down, he's embedded that culture of being able to communicate amongst each other, the trust and giving yourself for the cause before your own needs.